So we are back here. Today's date is the 29th of July 2026. So we're back here. So I'm gonna be firm with you guys. I'm trying to I'm trying a form of my a form of uh uh remote code execution. Uh, yeah. So remote code wait yeah. So is it called remote code execution? Yeah. 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 Remote code execution is critical circuit program that allows the attacker to execute arbitrary code on target systems remotely. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. It's a form of remote code execution. So this is a remote code execution via the framework of R. I call it R RCE RCE, resource, record education, request, resource acquisition or installation. So it's RAII, basically it's RAII, resource acquisition is initialization. R is RCE. It's basically example demo for an RCV vulnerability. But it's because I'm trying to demonstrate this is how the I'm gonna stick to hacking hacking, but it's a RCE vulnerability. RCE remote code execution vulnerability. So how it works is this. So I'm gonna be very firm. I'm gonna do this properly. So no, you can use this as a video to do. I don't really. I can start building this properly as a form of attack. With some kind of vulnerability. I can just actually do this. So one I'm starting to do. So how does it work? So um it's influence. So you have a codec, a file. The file contains binary. It's a compiled like it's a compiled object. Since this object library can be anything you call it, it's an object file. So this object file uh um is can execute code, cannot execute code. Oh, sorry, it is an object file. Sorry, wrong terminology. It cannot execute code. So it's only when it's sent a stream of bytes into executing program, execute a program. It becomes malicious. But it's not trying to. It's basically trying to. It's not trying to injects malware into it is different. What it does, it recognizes it, it's just reshuffle the code. So basically, you don't have any virus until this program is reading the code. So the object file, if I can implement it, so basically, if I have a function, if I have an function like in Python we have with open, and in C we have f open. It has to initialize the function. So if I call open, if I want to call open, I the this file will be called the object file will be called open. Let's call it lib open. Lib open. It can be lib open or any kind of file that you can call it lib open or open, but it's not linked. It's not linked to the library. Basically, it's an abstraction layer that detects anything that can open any kind of a RAII signature. And how that works is it knows that something has been opened. It can detect recognize a language that allocates that's allocate that resources. So if you look at the language code with open, what is open? If you this has if you obviously basically my first step is to disarm open. So the symbol open, open or with open. So I recognize what does Python mean to open a file. What does it mean for Python to open a file? So because Python can open a file, what does it mean to open a file? What is it? What is it? And that's store that binary, store that into something that can be piped, shipped. So it basically you don't execute directly. You code the program in a different payload, like in a different main.c or main.c, main.c. So basically, the first step is to use Python import disassemble. So you disassemble. Uh, let me just try to let me just try Claude. Claude should be able to do this. So you disassemble the method. So you get when you disassemble it, you get an output of a hex dump. You get the Python basically you have the bytecode, Python bytecode. So when you have the Python bytecode, that's it disassembled. Yeah, you have the Python bytecode. So you have the bytecode. So when the bytecode is assembled, you have something, you have a shape, you have the code. Basically, it's encoded into the file. So libopen is not C library. Basically, representing of this can execute. This is this is a utility that's being used by the whole system. It's not a free, but it's a freestanding implementation of the host language. So I don't want to call libopen. I don't like that there of libopen. If you call it library, it contains all the instruction set that can be executed because it recognizes the language of how Python makes a call to a host operating system. So it makes it can call it libhost, or because it's a non-free standard implementation. So it recognizes this language of open, and what's the Yeah, so that was it. That was noisy. And then you have then you can shuffle the calls. So you can then instruct it to if the utility can basically if the utility exists, you can then disassemble the instruction set, can then reassemble it. Well, I'm not using assembly, but at this point, you can then reassemble the hexadecimal code as the target, as a new set of as a payload. So you can run code from a different code because you know what? Basically, you're running the original code, but using the utilities of the original code to compile your code. And that's the idea. So I don't think I can do this unless I really, really want to do this. I do it for a week. I start building it out. But the first thing I want to ask is like how to do this properly. So let me try to. So a workspace. So it should. Let's call it CE or control. Wait, remove control RCE. RC array. C resource recursion organization. C array. Yeah, let me just ask Claude or something. Create so I'm gonna just go create a Python function that opens a local let me call CSV file. CSV local text file and write this is just a text file, it's not binary. A local text file using I do not call a text file. I'm using a local text file and create a Python function that opens a local text file and uh, uh, and writes it to the content, and write the content to the terminal. Do the same thing in C. So Claude is listen to me. So so basically the idea is you have the open. They are built-in processes, but when you disassemble the code, when you assemble and disassemble the code, basically, okay. Now that's the first step done. Claude has done the first step. So now write a Python function that uses hi this Python disassembly disassembly built-in module built-in library functionality to disassemble a file, disassemble a Python file in a separate Python module. So basically, I'm telling Claude, yeah, okay, I'm telling Claude what to do. Now the C module that is equivalent. Okay, so basically, I've told Claude to do it, and Claude will not. Basically, Claude will not do it. But I don't believe Claude wants to do it. Thank you, Claude. CD C asa. CD Opera project, CD workspace, CD C Assam, C Ray. So basically, I'm gonna copy all this code that Claude has given me. But this is what I'm doing. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try to run the code object DOM, shell out object DOM. I don't want to freestanding implementation uh using assembly freestanding implementation to assembly to hex wait, basically C has no stumble which approach to assemble a compiled binary object file to hexagonal hex dump to hex dump. Basically, this starts to be a freestanding implementation to hex dump to an assembly stage of C dash compile with dash compile flag. I don't think C. I don't think. I think it's mistake is a mistake here. So this one is I've made a mistake. That's what I'm saying. Basically, this is a print file content. nano print file, print f file, print file content. Let's pi. Thank you. Basically, I'm trying to send a stream of bytes or a binary to execute it. So it will execute. Uh, how would I define shuffle? Okay, okay. I don't know what I'm saying. I should be doing better than what I'm doing. Because I mean, I do know I'm doing obviously, but I'm doing it very poorly. Really, this is simple.c object dump dash g hex dash c. You can support. Yes, this is it. Yes. Now, now I'm going to basically now. Thank you, Claude. Basically, now I can open an image file because I have the so okay, perfect. Claude, this is very important stage. Write the hex dump to a file called file name dot open 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 uh open dot hex dump. Open the hex dump. This is a coder. This is a decoder. What do you even think? I can't think I'm doing. So basically, the hex dump is the sequential dump of bytes. So when the system when this reads the hex dump, you pipe it to a program. It recognizes that this is a RAII instruction. Um, Decoder. This hex dump is used like this. I'm never even doing it properly. I'm doing open.hexdump pipe. I haven't got a pipe operator. Okay. Let me look for the pipe operator. So basically I got a keyboard, on-screen keyboard. So open.hex.pipe. Uh, uh, if I put instruction here, uh, program that opens that uses that runs open open.exe that opens a program that's RAII open open I run open.exe I open open file open read txt. Let's see. So I have the file hexdom. So what I'm saying is, and then I redirect it. So open will pipe, and this will be redirected to. How do I redirect? I don't even know. Send the inputs to program with the program program without main. Program without main. Uh, program with main. Wait, is it? Oh wait. So basically, this program should no, I know I'm doing. So the first step is to compile. Basically, the hexdom is a library. So the so basically, I have the hex dump. So the first step is use the hex dump to read the object the array. So basically it's array. So I'm gonna detect open uh and read open a file such as fopen and open as a byte stream stored in a open the hex dump across 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 uh, uh, um, 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 well, basically no shadow on the hex dump open the O across read a file across a byte stream sorted by open the O and O in need of this sure. Basically, just hex the it's not gonna do anything. But you just can read as an object. Read it as an object. So basically, you're gonna then link the uh into the hex dump. So it's compiled to an object. So basically, this object is a utility, linkable. So it's linkable. As a open.o is linkable, we pipe it into. We then proceed to link it. So basically, you link the code like this: foo.o or open.o pipe. Basically, open.o. So basically, this is open.o. So you set a process equals open.o. So a process ID, a process name, a proc name, process name, equals open.o pipe. Uh, uh, hello, basically open.o read hello file name, file name, file that reads uh txt, txt. Uh, wait. So this function basically, I don't know. Basically, I'm trying to read a txt file. So a file that reads file that program program that runs program that runs opening. Basically, when it's opening a file, and basically the open of file should basically this is and directed to uh, 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 a signature dot hey dot hex t hex dump, yeah, yeah. So a signature dot hex dump will be here, and this will be open open txt. So and then the proc name, I'm doing this like very badly now, will equal to yeah. So basically, it takes the file, it links against and then the proc name wait, this is signature signature of an signature stick open stick open. So signature open open that open runs opening command runs opening commands signal command command uh gcc dash compile dash o open dash l, basically dash l, basically it will run dash l open, basically it will compile open dot basically it will compile the bytecode. So basically compile the hex hex d as bytes code uh, uh we've done is a bytecode yeah, there's a bytecode and compile the bytecode with a main main.c main.py to execute the open in a different module that has been linked across. Let's see. Well, it can't detect a virus. It can't. It can't detect and make a virus. I'll tell Claude making a virus, but it will not work, guys. Guys, this will not work. I mean, I can take it. I am taking it seriously, actually. Yeah, because the P opener does that. Oh, Claude knows. Claude knows I'm trying to replace something. I feel embarrassed. Claude knows I'm trying to do something. You know. mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So so that's the idea. Thank you for watching the video. Let's see the result of it. Uh, Claude is busy. You can see your Claude thinking. Claude's thinking about his problem. Claude's thinking about his problem. And I'm shocked. So basically, you see, Claude will not create it. Yeah, failed. Basically, I'm trying to run instruction a file, and basically the hexd open the hexd constrains them to open a file. It just opens a file, but the type of file is just like an instruction because it's any kind of a instruction that's like you know Claude cannot delete files at home because I'll be mad if Claude can delete files. It's insane. Not you, Claude. Mad at myself. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at these files because I don't believe Claude actually did it. I don't believe. Council, local authority left me here. Okay, so you get open, open or C, open and raid. Yeah. So this is the file signature. Uh, yeah. So open and read argv1 less version of 1 or 0. Uh, argv1, yeah. I know what this function does. So let me just write, you see, let me just compile it. Okay. So something is not working here, obviously. Hmm. Let's open and see. Let me just run from what I see. This is an open signature that compiled Python main. signature open. Signature. Basically, I have to compile this to. You should see that. Oh, signature open. Let's see. I'm gonna leave. I'll be fine. I'll put X stump. I'm even trying to, main.exe. Yeah. So basically, main.c, that's the main.exe. Well, what is in this main.exe? What is main.c? Okay, let me just go to main.c and find out. The code hex bytes. So I know specifically the code is a hex byte, file f open, hex in here, file up here. Two files have been created on sign in byte. Yeah, it's basically used on sign in. F per character. File it's a buffer. File is a buffer. You can see F close. Yeah. So this code is working. I do verify that first close in F close out. But it's no need to free because this automatically frees the error. Yeah, there's no need to free. Yeah. Then you close the file, freeze the memory. Great idea. Yeah, okay. Oh no. Oh, gonna have to start again to do it. I don't stand it. Okay, let me just run the code over again. Just to show it's working. Uh, Basically, Python. So basically, let me be honest. Let me be fair to code. So basically, the encoder and decoder has to be one. See, this is not working. Doesn't know what this utility is. It doesn't know. Let's see whether cool can fix it. Let's see whether cool can fix it. Without telling code I'm building malware because I'm trying to execute the code like basically I'm trying to run instruction that you defined. Like it's not gonna work. naked. Now I can put it in a running kind of files just by trying to what I'm trying to do. Because Claude will be you know, like, yeah. Oh, nearly for 5 minutes now. Thank you. So yeah, like this. I'm not taking it seriously, Claude, you're right. Okay, let me see what Claude says. Because I should be using the disarm to walk through it, remove, yeah. Mm. Oh, it worked. This is surprising to me. GCC that's file open because that's the core open. Mm. So which one's XT? What's mail? Notes. Mm, this should work too. This should work too. So I just removed standard lib from it. So I just removed standard IO, standard error. So standard IO. But I'm basically I've removed the ability to it's because the library is compiled. That's why it's doing that. You know. Anyway, I failed. Let me tell you something. This was a hack demo. This was CE right vulnerability I was building. I was demoing for good use, for good hacking. Let's see what Claude thinks about that. Claude doesn't even see it. Claude doesn't even stand it. Claude just thinks she's yeah. No, no. Speech notes. Claude is waiting for Claude is still waiting. Oh, wait. Let me just add the file. Claude, Claude wants to know the vulnerability now. Okay. Let me tell Claude what the vulnerability is. Still something. Mm, You don't want to give me a house, man. So the purpose was I use the pause, I use the resources signatures um, in this case to read uh, uh, a shuffle code to be uh, which when recorded with different arguments write code write the code uh, read the logic that will be changed in the penetrate. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Our question. I see the code has become pointed uh, at a file in C. Um, object movement. See, uh, um, choose C, choose C. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Basically, mhm, mhm. I feel again. Yeah, $4 bill. Okay, let me end this video. Thank you for watching this video, guys.